Well, that's it for the abandoned Shelby Daytona Coupe. We had fun with this series. I kind of did it because Amelia Hartford put that abandoned coupe video up, and you know, it wasn't quite so abandoned. So we had to poke some fun at it, but I also wanted to show you the Nevada Open Road Challenge, which also runs in conjunction with the Silver State Classic Challenge. So this last video is kind of going to show you the last stage of the race, the actual 120 miles that we run. This way you guys can see exactly how it's run, how we grid, and then I'll show you the awards banquet afterwards. There was also a car show in there at the park. I may throw a little of that in. This video might be a little long, but I'm going to try to jam it all in so that way we don't have to keep this whole series running out. And then I've got a track day coming up Wednesday, actually a private track day at Thunder Hill. Some friends rented a track. There'll be 7 cars out there, I believe, and we get the whole track. No corner workers, no nothing, just us, the track, do whatever we want. So that's gonna be a blast. And actually quite affordable. I was quite shocked. So should be a good time. But enjoy this video. Appreciate you all watching, and hopefully you got something out of the Nevada Open Road Challenge, because it is definitely a highlight of my life. Definitely a bucket list item, had a blast, and hoping to do it again in September, which is then called the Silver State. Don't know why they changed the name, but it is what it is. So thanks again for watching, and hit subscribe, and enjoy the video. Okay, car's ready to go, safety gear's ready, all the other cars are getting ready. Name it?
My name is Attila Langhammer.
Okay, and you're from Germany, right?
I'm a German guy who brought his rust bucket of a BMW to the United States to race in the Nevada Open Road Challenge.
Beautiful. And you've got a YouTube channel there?
Yeah, that's called Blacktop Fever,
okay.
Where it's like a Petrolicious clone. People own about their classic car owner experience. So there's some nice videos. It has English caption, so maybe you want to check in.
Well, I love the car. This is going to be fun. So this car came all the way from Germany on a ship, offloaded. So where'd it come into? Like Texas or something, or Florida?
It came to Houston with a delay of only 2 weeks. And I had to go the whole way from Houston, or I went the whole way from Houston up to Ely in Nevada with the races in 24 hours, and she did it.
Wow, good for you. Well, this is exciting. So you're probably excited. First time to do something like this, or?
Yeah, I mean, you can drive fast in Germany on the Autobahn, but the Autobahn is not as beautiful as this road.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's really, I guess Burt Reynolds brought me here with the Cannonball movies and Smokey and the Bandit.
Burt Reynolds, Smokey and the Bandit, I love it.
I saw this when I was 9 or 10 years old, and just the idea of going fast on these beautiful roads just stuck to me. And then I read about the event many years ago, and I always stumbled across it, and so now I'm in the lucky position to do this.
Good for you. Well, that's amazing. That's a hell of a good story. I mean, you can't beat that. So, well, congratulations on making it here. And okay, so we're staged up. Now I'm walking down the line here. So they've got these cars grouped side by side. And then fastest cars at the front right, and then it'll look at this left line. We'll start behind that. So a lot of Corvettes. Corvettes everywhere. There's actually some pretty fast Mustangs here too. But yeah, so I'm just walking you down the line of cars. So then we're getting up here to the front of the line, where these cars here are all going to be like from 160 to 200 mile an hour cars.
What's going to happen? Hope they do a good job and they're working all weekend.
As you can see, we're out here in the middle of frickin' nowhere. So yeah, now you're getting into the cars that are all in the probably 150 and up class. Once we get towards the front, I think these are 160s, 180s. This is where the hardcore guys play. Wow, nice old Porsche 928 S4 there. Pretty cool. Aerodynamic there. Yeah, these guys here in this car here shoot for 200. I don't know about these two, but they're fast.
That's good to know, yes.
So here's the start of the race. Here's the timer here. So this thing's constantly going. You leave on the minute, and that's how they do the time. They've got people with ham radios here to communicate with the other side, because it's 65 miles of just open roads. So those little two-way radios will not work. They got volunteer firefighters out of ambulances, everything ready to go. So, but yeah, so now we're kind of walking back towards the staging of cars. Pretty amazing. All new to me, and this is going to be cool. So a lot of these guys have been out here doing this for 20 plus years, year in, year out. Yeah, I love all the conveyor belt material around the bottom of that Mercedes, try to keep it even more aerodynamic. Pretty cool. I'm not going to show you too much of the actual race itself, because a lot of it's just straight with some undulating roads. There's a few turns in there, but it's really not that great. The actual narrows here, this is probably the best part of the track. This is beautiful going through these little canyons here. But it's not that long of a section. You got to slow down to about 100 miles an hour. The fastest cars slow down here about 120. No issues, but this is the most beautiful part of the track. Other than that, it's just straight roads. As I said, slight turns, a little bit of undulations. But I wanted to show you some of the track, some of what the event looks like. The best part about this is meeting new people. This event was just great. A lot of just nice people, and that's really where this whole event really kind of shined in my eyes, just meeting all these new people. So show you a little bit of it, and then we'll show you the awards ceremony next.
All right, you got this? Here we go.
Thanks. You're welcome.
0318.
0318.
And your two-way thing.
And your two-way thing.
You're not so mean.
You're not so mean.
I ran my race.
I ran my race.
I kept my pace.
I kept my pace.
And come tonight.
And come tonight.
Trophy or not.
Trophy or not.
Back in September.
Back in September.
For a one-way shot.
For a one-way shot.
I now pronounce you non-rookie.
Okay, so this is the Sunday night banquet and awards ceremony. Food looks excellent. Everybody's here. +100 cars and probably 150 to 200 people. Yeah, we do. We gotta go. Okay, so I'm actually in the train museum here in Ely, and it's amazing. You can actually go through where they're actually rebuilding these trains. Definitely a must-do if you're here in town. They're actually doing a D-check in the aviation industry. We call it a D-check. They're doing it on this one over here, stripping it apart and putting it back together. Amazing. Full machine shop.